Welcome to Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda, and today we're gonna do the next in the series of the mystery sew along that we're doing on this channel. It's free. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you to do today is how to cut those templates, because some people, they're not too happy with cutting templates, but if you don't have the rulers that I'm working with, you need either templates or foundation paper piecing. Now, in the drop, you're going to see both the templates and the foundation paper piecing. It's up to you which one you use. And it's up to you which scale you use. You have to judge your scale based on the size of your scraps, because I don't know what size scraps you have or what ones you keep. So the other thing is the International Stitch Marathon is July 22nd, 2022. I'm so looking forward to this event. The last one we did was 12 hours of fun and giggling and sewing. It was wonderful. So your invitation is in the show notes, or the see more. Just hit see more. Go down. You'll see all the hosts that are going to be coming and helping out in this event. And there might be some people that are new to you, so please go subscribe to them as well. But it also provides you your Zoom link and your password. So come on in. We'll get to the cutting table and we'll show you how to make templates. Okay, so this is the pattern for block 1, right? Now this is basically we're going to make a pointed triangle or trirex or whatever this block is called. Now, when you print out, when you see the pattern in the show notes below, you're going to see it's got like the scale for 3.5 foundation paper piecing, and then the templates for 3.5. Basically, the scale comes to the smallest piece in the pattern for me. This is how I teach scale. So with these two blocks, you pick one or the other. Either you can do it paper piecing or you can do this by templates. Now if you do it paper piecing, you're going to make 32 of these blocks, right? So, I mean, it's up to you how you're going to do this. This one does talk to you, the scale 3.5. I'm going to teach you about color placement, right? So the scales for 2.5 and 2 are going to be reversed. So this is your background and this is your color, right? So, and the same thing too for your background and your color. So because it's color placement we're playing with, and this ends up being a very cool surprise that you're probably not going to expect. But the color placement one is fun. It's just a fun way of doing things. And you don't have to worry about us making as many blocks. Now, the next part of the pattern is for the smaller scale. So on these 2.5, the foundation paper piecing here is going to be here with the color in the middle, both for 2 and 2.5, and then the backgrounds are on the side, right? So it's kind of like a squared. Basically, this block is like a squared flying goose block. Now, when I'm talking about scale, let's get back to this for a second. The scale is 2.0, right? So the smallest piece within this block is going to be a 2-inch square, unfinished. That's what I'm talking about, scale. So this is going to measure 3.5 by 3.5. Because that would be the measurement of 4 2-inch squares, unfinished squares sewn together would be 3.5-inch 4-patch. Well, this is 3.5 by 3.5, right? So that's why we're talking about that scale in that way. Now, what I'm going to show, now, you can see here, that's 200. No, that's not a mistake. But that gives you a really big, healthy quilt. Right? It's like a really oversized lap quilt, or it could be used for a twin size bed or something like this. Remember, I'm making stuff for charity, right? So I'm going to go big. But if you want to just do, a smaller lap size quilt, do half the blocks. That's fine too. If you're picking a 2.5 scale, this is 4.5 by 4.5. And you're only going to make 40 of these. But you're only making 20 blocks. So that's going to give you about a crib size. A lap size or a crib size quilt. So if you wanted this bigger, you could make more blocks, right? So at least now you have the templates and you have all this stuff, right? Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do templates. Because I have already sewn the 3.5 and the 2.5, I want to make a template to show you today how to make the 2.0 templates. Now, what I've got, now this is where I use this block lots when I'm designing. And my favorite tools are the Tri-Rex rulers, like right here. I don't know if you can see them there or not, or it's too much shine. This is a standard. I reach for this so many times. This is a really good 2-to-1 ratio ruler, by the way, too, for just small work. And this, I use this a lot. Like, so if you're afraid, well, you're going to get this ruler and you're going to use it once, well, you can use it quite a few times. You'll be using it quite a few times. And it does have cute little markings that work perfect. So when you flip this over onto itself, there's a little notch on the bottom of this ruler here, right here. I don't know, you gotta wait for it to focus. It's not gonna focus. There's a little notch. So when you flip this ruler like this, that little notch gives you a place to line up your cotton, right? So that is a really important thing. Now I've tried to, I even put that little notch in here and I labeled it important. So you need to make that little notch, right? Now the other one that I use, and I was really surprised when I bought this, how often I do use it. And it's the Marty Michelle templates. Like, and I just bought this size, and it's a D size, and it will make blocks that are 4.5 by 4.5, right? You know, once you put sew all this together and flip it over, you have perfect line-up lines, top and bottom. Like, this is a really well designed little template, and it works in reverse, like on both sides, right? So this just beautiful, nice, thick acrylic. You know, if you see these, I mean, yeah, they were a lot of money, but you know what? I've used them lots. So this is something too, like she comes with different things. Like, there's several blocks you can make with these sets, and she gives you all sorts of different instruction and different ideas. So either one of these are good value for your money. So, but let's get on to making the template. So here we are. I went to big box stationery supply store X, and I bought those binder tabs. You know, it's got a little binder tab. It's got 3 ring holes here. So because this is a good heavyweight plastic, and I can see through it. So as I'm doing this, I can go through and I can say, okay, I'm just going to go here, and I can see my templates here really well. So I'm just going to get a drafting ruler. Like, you don't need anything big. I have a black felt pen. Now I'm going to try and see this so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm taking my, I don't need this rotary cutter here. So I'm taking this, and I want to make sure I get right to the corner. And I've got a big Sharpie, because I love Sharpies. Now I'm just going to pull back my template just a bit so I can see the line, right? Because my Sharpie is big and fat, I want to make sure that I am within the line. So when I'm cutting out the plastic, I'm going to be right, you know, like I'm going to be right on this edge cutting this plastic. Now, for when I'm doing the other side, if I'm going this way, I want to make sure I get my corner. Oops, I need just press a little bit more into the ruler, and now I've made my line that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue along here, and now I'm just going to pull this up here like so, pull it back, you know, not much, maybe not even 1/8 of an inch, right? Okay, I just want that right along there. So there's one, and now I know you guys are like, wow, she's going to actually do all of them. So here we go. I want that nice and heavy. And I'm going to push this one right up to the line. There we go. And oops, okay, I moved it. And you just reline it up. Now, because the felt marker is inside the line, it's easy to do. Oh, and I moved it again. Oh no. Okay, and there we go. Just gonna go across like so. But this is a cheap way to do template plastic. And now I've moved the paper. You know what? Some days you just gotta go with it, you know? It's like, it doesn't matter what you do. And I'm going to line that up right on the line because I'm going to be drawing on the inside of that. Okay. When we get to the cutting of the fabric, this is easily done. Okay, so this, and you might want to mark it scale 2.0 and make 200. You know, make 200, cut 200, 100, cut 200R. That's reverse, right? So now we'll get into the cutting of the templates. Now this is really, really simple. Now you take your paper scissors. These are my paper scissors. They've even are labeled. Does anybody read the label? Maybe, maybe not. So you want to just cut through this, and you just want to stay right on the outside edge of that marker. And take your time, don't get too, but this is a cheap way to get template plastic, you know, especially if you don't have anything around. You can go to the dollar store and pick them up too, right? Because I mean, it's school supply season. This is perfect time to pick them up and just have a little stockpile sitting in your room. Now I'm going to trim off that little mark. And I'm going to get in here with the important clip that we want. And then, you guys can see what I'm doing? Okay, right along that edge. And I've even got a little hole in there, but that's okay. And there we go. There. So here we go. That's how fast you can make templates. So here's our cute little templates that we've got going. You can mark on these too, which one's color, which one's for white, or you know, whatever's going to make it easier for you to remember which goes where and how and all the rest of this. I would consider buying the rulers because I love using those Tri-Rex rulers at least. I mean, the Marty Michelle ones are really good. They're good quality rulers. So don't forget to pick up your free pattern from the show notes below. There's 4 pages because we're not sure what scale you want to use, but anyways, you can, once you get the 4 pages downloaded onto your computer or laptop, I mean, you're a good way. July 22nd, 2022, I would love to see you guys there. There's so many people that comment weekly that I would love to meet you. And I just think it would be a lot of fun for us to sit and sew for a day. We're considering this one quilt for a sew along for this coming winter. And I've got some fun ideas with this, and I thought, well, let's see if you guys are interested in this. This is a really old-fashioned project, but we can make it big, bright, and modern and have some great fun with it. So let us know in the comments below what you think, if you want to do this or not. Okay, you have a happy, fun week ahead. The next drop will be how to cut out and sew block 1. So you take care. Okay, bye. My husband and I would like to thank you for watching today. We're so happy about the way our channel has grown, and we just want to wish you so well in your journey along with us. Please like, share, and subscribe, and tell your friends. Now, the next thing is this quilt. We are wondering if you guys would like this quilt as a free sew along on this channel this fall, this coming fall, winter. We were kind of thinking that this one would be really fun to do. We could do it in a larger size or a smaller size, it's up to you, but this one was a lot of fun to make. And it's all, it lends itself to being hand stitched, but you can also do this on a sewing machine as well. So let us know in the comments below. Remember, share, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Okay, have a great week ahead. Bye!